How to choose the best hotel? First of all, looking for a hotel is an adventure on its own. Hotels, it means I'm already in adventure. I travel with my soulmate and he absolutely hates this part of the journey. Choosing the hotel is my thing, I love it. It's all about dreaming, imagining, being creative and just enjoy looking for a hotel on its own. It's understandable that it should be very comfy and easy to the places that you want to visit, but you not only want to get that comfort, right? You want to feel something absolutely different. Oh my god, it's super sunny. So what should you do exactly before clicking that booking button? First of all, we want to learn more about the place where you're about to go. Some details and some experience that you really want to try. Are there any beautiful locations in which you want to have your breakfast every single day? You choose the hotel based on the region where it's easy to reach most of the locations you want to visit and experience something. So make sure it's close to easy transport for every single day, because it should be no-brainer. You wake up and you just go and explore things you made here for. I choose for about 10 to 15 hotels which I do like. This time I set price range per night which I'm ready to invest in this room. And we all know that once we experience something beautiful, we are not ready to come back to the lowest one-star hotels, right? So mark just 10 favorite hotels within your price range, within the region that you choose. All the hotels that you decided as your favorites should be with these features. First of all, the rating of hotel should be high enough to provide wonderful experience, obviously. I usually set 7 out of 10 rating and higher. It's not bad, it's pretty good, but could be better. Check the information and rating and comments on other pages, not only on the one that you're about to book on, especially the negative ones, because they're super important. There is no hotel without negative comments, and it's a good thing. Interior of the hotel, the reception, the hall, the room, you should be able to imagine yourself waking up there, taking a bath or taking a shower, having a nice cup of tea before you are ready to go for exploring this wonderful country that you made it so far for. The bed should be comfy and big. It's essential, I think. If you slept well, you're full of energy. It's a 90% guarantee of the wonderful day. Good sleep is very important. I usually take a huge king-size bed, and it should be very soft and nice, and of course everything should be sparkling clean. In most countries they do provide an options of the locked safe in your room, so you could leave extra cash there or maybe your IDs, but in some they don't. From the latest adventure to Korea, we stayed at 4 hotels and only one of them had safe. What socket type in this country? Do they provide a travel adapter for your phone charger, for your camera's charger? Do you need to bring your own? There are at least 3 types of socket. It's USA, it's in Dubai they have their own, and it's a European type. I want to say d'habitude. Pretty often they do provide this information in the description about the hotel. Oh my god, it feels so cozy when you have your own bathroom. It's also one of those essential things that adds additional comfort to your adventure. It can be not that luxury, but it should be definitely clean and easy to use and without leakage. Make sure to check the comments about the leakage of shower cabin. Most of the time they have leakage. This feels like home when you wake up in the room and you already have tea of different types and coffee of different types, or maybe even additional snacks like free cookies. It's super sunny. I think during most of the video my eyes like closed, one or two. Anyway, it's natural light and it's beautiful today here, especially when there are no one. Sometimes hotels can give you free services, free options, and if they do this, it adds additional stuff to their reputation. So, for example, in Dubai Hotel, they give you a ride to that beach park area. They also provided a free gym area where you can do your exercises limitless. Check if your hotel has a 24/7 reception. They should be ready to solve all of your problems with your accommodation thing. It's up to you, absolutely, wherever you want to take breakfast additionally to your room, or you have just a room and nothing else. Some hotels have free breakfast options, but most of the time it's like some croissant, toast, butter, tea and coffee, and that's all. If you plan to stay in very distant location, like in the woods, you like nature so much that you decided to book a hotel in the woods, somewhere in the jungle. So obviously there are no cafes, shops or restaurants around you. I think it's worth it to add a breakfast to a room. It's easy. We wake up, we go downstairs or upstairs, we eat, and we're ready to go for our adventures. In Asia, in the city, it's probably not worth taking hotel with the breakfast. Most of the time it's going to be absolutely the same. And if you stay for a week or 2 weeks in one hotel, you're gonna get tired of it. Yeah, probably in Asia and even in Dubai, I would not take breakfast. I would go to the nearest cafes. They are always open and ready, and you can pick up wherever you want, and you can have different breakfast every single day. That's wonderful. Air conditioning system and heating system is a must to have at your hotel. But too often it's either super cold and you want to heat your room, or it's super hot and you want to cool it. Make sure to check that option that they have AC and heating system in a hotel. It's super nice when you come back to your room after a long day of exploring the city or jungles, and everything is sparkling clean, and you don't need to do all the cleaning on yourself because you're not at home, you're on vacation. Some hotels, they provide free toiletries. In Hong Kong, we had a full range of things, razor, slippers, body creams, body shower, everything was included, and they refilled it every single day. It mostly depends on the country. For example, in Korea, they kind of banned this type of service because they are for environment, and they provide you with just soap, shower gel, and shampoo. And if you need any toothbrush, razor, toothpaste, you need to buy it in Autobox. They're not that expensive, and you can have them as souvenirs for your loved ones and for your friends, so you will have something to bring home at least. I'm a very adventurous type, and I actually never took a room with a view because it's like a business class on airplane. It's not worth it. You usually pay 2 or 3 times more than a regular room at the same luxury hotel, even though room absolutely the same. If you're in a kind of lazy mood and you do want to spend more time in your hotel room, so do take that view room. But I think it's better to have a room without view at all. It's gonna have additional motivation for you to go up on the rooftop and explore everything, and you're gonna have much better experience than just view with a glass. But it's up to you. Come on, get out of here. Okay. Again, depending on the country and on the hotel policy, they may require a deposit for your room during your stay. Usually it's a fixed amount of money for one room. You give them in a cash, they return you this amount of money when you check out. In Hong Kong, we had that experience. It was a very sudden thing. Just several days before our flight to Hong Kong, we got an information from our hotel that they require us to pay a deposit when we check in. And we were flying with a huge group of people, me, my soulmate, my mom and his parents. We booked 3 rooms. We already paid for them, but additionally we needed to prepare a deposit for check-in for each room. And I sent a letter directly to the hotel if it's possible to pay deposit for 1 room when we booked 3 rooms, because this is gonna be a huge amount of money, just took away from our budget and we won't be able to use it. So they said yes, and that was a success. If you have any questions to your hotel that you really love, but you have so many questions, you don't see it in a description, call them or write them a letter with all of your questions. I wrote them several letters about swimming pool schedule, about deposit, about breakfast maybe, I don't remember. This is how I also checked their wonderful, spectacular service. If you travel with your dog or a cat or any other animal, check if this hotel is animal friendly. In Hong Kong, we had a spectacular experience with animal friendly hotel. They provided services for dogs and cats, special snacks and sleeping things for them. It was so cute. We were able to meet some people with dogs and their owners. They're super happy. Smoking or no smoking? Yay, it's super important to check if they have no smoking rooms, and it's even better if all of the rooms are no smoking. This way you you miss that part when you smell cigarettes every morning. It's super important. If you don't smoke, you hate it. You hate this smell. You hate everything that connects with it. I would check also the website of the hotel. See the interiors of the room in more details. Sometimes pictures can be pretty old ones in third-party booking websites. On a website of the hotel, they usually have the freshest ones. You also could be able to see any additional information about some discounts, free services. Maybe they have free transfer from airport. If this hotel is a 5-star, it's possible. Some hotels can provide free samples of anything. In Korea, they had a special cozy powder room. They call it powder room near the reception, where you could make your hairstyle, where you could make your maquillage, your makeup, and use their free samples right there. Every single day they refill them or open up a new package, so you could test their Korean cosmetics and maybe buy something for yourself. They also got their free Biscoff cookies. It was so cute. So every morning I just went to have some cream for my hands and I got some cookies. It was super cute. Obviously, you're not going to take all of your wardrobe with you on adventure. Most of the hotel around the world, they provide laundry service. So you just pack your clothes in a special package and you give it to the reception. But in some places, you can make your own laundry. It's kind of self-laundry service. In Korea, it's super popular and they have a special room for this. You just take all of your clothes, buy a detergent there, you put it in a washing machine and you wait. Once it's finished, you just dry clean it and you're good to go. Nothing could be better than fresh clothes during your adventure. When we traveled to Korea first time on a skiing resort, it was our mistake because we did not manage to find information about laundry service, or it wasn't in the description. Okay, somehow we stayed there for 1 week with our dirty snowboarding gear, using it every single day. On the last day when check out, we figured out that they had self-laundry service on the underground floor where we had breakfast. Oh, it was like palm face. Wow. Can they serve you breakfast to your room? Can they do massage to your room? So anything else, if it's important for you, you may check it. I actually never do this, so yeah, it's not important for me. The next thing is also not so important for me. It's internet. I know it sounds like crazy. I travel so far from my home not to stay on the phone. I usually put airplane mode on my phone and I forget about it. I'm out there to explore a new place, to discover a new part of me. Whew. I'm completely in this topic, hotels. So imagine you enter your room and you have no hangers, no hooks, no shelves, where to put your coat, where to put your cap. We did not find any place where to put our toothbrush and a toothpaste, so we left it in original package near the sink on this small space. It was crazy. That room was luxury, but absolutely not efficient and not ready for guests. Maybe for one night when you just get rid of all of your clothes and you go to the shower and then you sleep and you wake up and you're ready to go. I don't think they're gonna write it down in the description on the hotel. You're definitely gonna see it on some pictures. So, okay, they do have wardrobe. I see they have hangers, so that's a good thing. So check the information, check the comments. This thing is easy and it adds additional comfort, right? What are you actually doing when you check in? Do you need to ask anything from reception? Do you need anything from reception at all? What are you doing? I would not rush at all when I'm checking. Even if I'm tired from 2 or 3 flights during 15 hours, you need to stay calm and focused, because this part is super important. You need to check and ask all of the information you're interested in. How do you check out? Do they provide you with luggage storage? So maybe they do that at the reception. Maybe they just take your baggage and close it to the room, or your bag just stays silently near the reception desk. Or maybe they have locker rooms on the ground floor. This is what we experienced in Busan. It was pretty convenient. If they actually do provide free services, like maybe they have free transfers to some places, sometimes they do, and it's going to be a huge palm face, a huge regret if they do provide it free transfer to a specific attraction and you did not know about that and you met there on the bus during 1.5 hours. Sometimes it's like this, so it's better to ask. Maybe they provide free breakfast, or if you suddenly decided to include it in your room, at which floor they provide the breakfast, from which time to which time. And do they have any special discounts for shops, for places, for sightseeing? Sometimes they have all of this. How you actually can have access to the services. How to book this free transfer. Maybe you need to wait at a specific place at a specific time. How you use any other additional services. In Hong Kong, we had a rooftop swimming pool, and we had that interesting question. So do they provide towels on the roof, or we need to bring towels from our room and make it to the top? And also, should we be wearing already swimming suit and a bathrobe and get up to rooftop? It was floor number 36. So, or they have changing room there. So we figure out all that information, and also information about working hours. Unfortunately, the swimming pool did not work after 7 p.m. It was a disaster, because we usually make it to the hotel very late at night. So it would be great if they provide swimming pool services up to midnight, but yeah. I know it's unreasonable to require, but yeah, it would be great. Make sure to check all of the information about free services, how to access them, and their work time. Do they actually provide any maps, tips, recommendations for tourists? Maybe they have map of the city. Maybe they already mark a specific location where you should go. Maybe they could also recommend you some places where to eat. So if they are locals and they give you advice where to eat and what to try, please do that. You're gonna have amazing, unforgettable experience. Sometimes you just lazy to go down to reception from your 33rd floor. You pick up the phone, but you have no idea how to connect to the reception. So make sure to ask them how you can connect them from your room. It's super nice thing to know. Okay, in Korea they had TV set. It was all in Korean. It was absolutely impossible to switch to English. We used our Papago app. We tried to translate everything that TV said, but we did not manage to find how to switch languages, and it was a disaster. So if they do provide your language-friendly version of TV set, make sure to ask them for that, or at least maybe they can tune your TV for your language. So who knows? TV also can be paid, and in Korea they have a lot of paid versions, and it's strange because you already paid for the room and they have free Wi-Fi, but TV should be paid extra. Somehow we made it to regular TV and it was free, but at first when you just switch on TV set, it said, okay, this is gonna be this movie and you have to pay extra Korean won. Why? How? I asked my friends, so what are the most important thing to ask when you book in a hotel and when you check in? One friend answered that it's really important to ask if they provide a wake-up call. So if you are super afraid to sleep over your flight, your transfer, it can be a good option if they just call you and said, good morning. I saw you asked to wake you up. So yeah, maybe it's gonna be a very important thing for you. I actually never booked this thing, never asked, but it can be additional beautiful feature of your hotel. Can they book a taxi for you? Most of the hotels do that, especially if it's a completely foreign country to you and you don't speak their language at all, and it's going to be a disaster to communicate with the driver. Or maybe you don't want to communicate with the driver, or you don't have a local number. So anyway, can they book a taxi for you? We took a taxi from Sharjah to Dubai, but we just went outside and we taxi. But it can be useful if you have a lot of baggage and you need to reach another hotel. So yeah, check it out, definitely. And last but not least, important thing, you need to ask on reception the easiest way to reach their hotel, which transport to use, how long it's gonna take. It was absolutely an experience. We planned to visit Dubai fountains, but somehow touristic agency accommodated us in Sharjah, which is another emirate, and it's an hour and a half from Dubai. We stayed at the hotel in a different city and we needed somehow to reach Dubai every single day because this was the only thing we made it there. Reception guys, they just explained what should we do to reach the hotel. So it was not an easy version. You could easily reach Dubai from Sharjah just by using taxi. It's one side. But to come back to Sharjah from Dubai, you won't be able to use taxi. No taxi wanted to take us to Sharjah. They just said, No, and no money can solve it. I'm not gonna go there because it's so difficult to go back again from Sharjah to Dubai. So they just refused to take us, to give us a ride. What we could do is just to use an intercity bus. It took us 1 hour, and then use a taxi for 20 minutes from this bus station. And then we are finally at our hotel. Why, you may ask? Because Dubai has a lot of highways, a lot of roads. It's not a pedestrian country at all. So you can't easily go from your hotel to Dubai Fountain. It's not an option, even if you stay in Dubai. You need to take a metro, or you need to take a taxi, or you need to drive a car. It's super important to ask reception how to reach the hotel. It can be a very useful thing, yeah. I would never stay in Sharjah again if I made it to Dubai. I made it for Dubai. Okay, I think these are all features, things, options, stories I wanted to share with you about how to choose the best hotel. I really want to know your opinion on how you choose the best hotel to stay. What you do just step by step before you click that booking button. Comment down below, click that heart button, subscribe, and let others find this video helpful and useful as well as you did. See ya next time. Take care. Bye.